Hi Sagittarius, here we are at your Zodiac Taroscope short and sweet, okay? We're going to get right into this. As you know, I'm using my Halloween decks. I'm very Halloween themed this month. You've been seeing them a lot, hopefully. You've been watching my other videos, Sag. And right now we're going to get right into the graveyard spread, okay? This is about what needs to be laid to rest in my life right now. Okay, what needs to be laid to rest in my life right now? I think I got it from my zombie tarot deck. Who knows? I never remember from one day to the next. Knight of Swords. Oh, and I think my candle is about to go out here. So let me just get rid of this. Okay, I'm just gonna blow that out and I'm gonna get a new one. This is perfect. Okay, here we go, brand new one. Let's go. All right, so what needs to be laid to rest in your life right now, Sagittarius? And I'm gonna be pulling live tarot with this, or sorry, live tarot. I'm doing it all live, right? Knight of Swords. I'm kind of feeling like there's something maybe that you're just going a little too hard on, okay? That maybe there's something that you're just a little too driven towards, that you really want to succeed, but it's not that Spirit doesn't want you to, here we go, to succeed, but what they want you to realize, okay, it's like they don't want you to have a one-track mind, because swords are all about your thoughts. Here with the Seven of Ghosts or the Seven of Cups, you need to realize that there are choices, okay? So maybe there's something that you're doing right now that you are full steam ahead. You are action-oriented. You have taken off quickly here, okay? Maybe a little too quickly. And Spirit is just saying, you know what? You need to just maybe you need to just step back a little bit, okay? You need to lay the sword down. Now, in what area of your life it will be different, because there's many different Sagittariuses watching this. But, you know, even though this is air energy, it still reminds me of Wands energy, which is you, Sagittarius, okay? Kind of fiery and you know, just wanting to get going. That Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, they like to move fast, all right? But here Spirit is saying, you know what? We would like it if you just maybe took a little break, okay? Now, one thing I didn't do, because I'm doing this a bit later than I had done my other ones. I usually try to do them all in one day. But I did have to take a little break today, so I'm coming back in. And, you know, I tell you, I would forget my head if it wasn't passed into my shoulders. I'm going to get the next card, too, which is how to deal with this as you're trying to let go of something, okay? Then, are there any lessons that need to be learned from it? Whoa. Okay, I'm going to there's too many here, so I'm going to put them back in. I don't like to break it up like this. I apologize, Sagittarius. See, this is my Sagittarius rising, a little all over the place. Just a little, you know, a little going here, going there. Okay, so let's get also, and you know, what can you learn that you can take with you into the future, whether it's for future growth or just future knowledge or something I always say you can just keep in your back pocket, right, until you might need it. We're going to get a card for that as well here. Okay, but let's get back to what we were talking about originally, which is whatever it is that you are thinking about going out hard and fast for, or with, or, you know, situation, event with a person, whatever it may be in your life, they want you to just maybe hold back just a little, because they're telling you there's other choices here, okay? There's other choices, so don't go too hasty, all right? Don't go too hasty, even if you were going out to buy a car, okay? Even if you're going out to buy a new bra, socks, whatever it may be, whatever it is in your life that's you know, going to be coming up in and around you, if it isn't there already, just, you know what? you need to put it to rest right at the moment. You need to lay it to rest because there's more choices. Now, how are you going to be okay with this? And we have the 9 of Wands. Okay. The 9 of Wands is laying down the burden, right? Like that's usually, it's like, look, they're bandaged up, you know, they've got their knife up, they're on guard, they're a little paranoid, all of these things. And it's like, look at all the different little knives that, or I don't know if they're knives or if they're like little wands. Either way, well, they are wands, but you know what I mean. Look at all the little wands that they've gathered up there. They've been in battle. So maybe for you, whatever this is that's causing you, it could be a feeling of, oh my God, I've just, you know what? I've been through it. I need to grab this as it's happening. When that needs to happen, I always say if you're a tarot watcher or if you get your own personal readings or if you just like to tune into spirit yourself, trust your intuition on that. Because again, here, I feel like you might be trying to make the mistake of just going after something really quickly because you're just tired and fed up. So that is how you are going to be okay with it. I'm going to get a tarot to clarify for this too, but it's almost like you realizing here, Sagittarius, okay, I know I'm just fed up. I cannot make a rash, quick decision just because I'm fed up with something. We have the Ace of Bats. And with the bats, that's swords. There is something new for you, okay? A new beginning in some way. But again, you need to know there's choices. And through maybe some of those choices is where you're going to find mental clarity. It may be a breakthrough, right? Like an aha moment in one of those choices. You're going to go, oh my God, I didn't even think of that, right? A new idea may come in by looking at some of these other choices. So that's how you can be okay with it, is just knowing you don't need to be frustrated. Spirit is going to bring to you these choices, and there's something in these choices that are going to trigger something in you, like the aha moment, okay? So that's how you can be okay with, all right, I'll take a step back because I know now a bit more to my story, okay? And that's what I love about these readings. You know, sometimes it's a heads up, right? So it's kind of giving you a, this, you know, this can vary, like, on the path, the trajectory that you're on right now, this could potentially happen. So get ready for it. And then you know where you may need to turn around or keep going, right? I love that. Now, let's look at what lessons do you need to learn here. We have the 5 of Candles. And the 5 of Candles is the 5 of Cups. That 5 of Cups is feeling like, you know what? Okay, now the cups have all spilled, but technically only 3 of the 5 spilled if we're looking at the Rider-Waite, right? Or like in this one here, the 3 are the short ones. There's still 2 tall candles that have a lot of burning left in them, right? So we're going to get a tarot with this too. Whoops, did I put my deck back in? There we go, wrong way. Get those back around. You know, there's still some more life left to this. This doesn't need to be made in a hurry or a rush. There's still some burning time left, okay? Not all the cups have spilled. You're almost done being able to pick up all those little wands, take them, you know, put them on display, make them into a piece of artwork to represent the battles you've been through, whatever it is you want to do. But just know that the battle's almost over and that you don't have to act out of frustration or just, you know what, I'm just so fed up at this point. I just need to do something, right? And again, in whatever area this may be in your life, it could be taking a job that you don't really want. Now, in today's marketplace, I know that that may be necessary, but you take it with the intention of, what can I learn here? What can I learn to put on my resume to take to my next job? That's the way you'll think of it, all right? Look, we have the Two of Ghosts, the Two of Cups. By realizing, I love that it's Two of Cups, and this is the Five of Cups, right? Realizing that there's still two full cups here for you. And in those two full cups are the things that you enjoy, things that make you feel emotionally good. Maybe Spirit upset those other three for you because they weren't serving you any purpose. And what it kind of is doing is it's slowing you down to take pause, right? So I think the lesson here, something that you can learn, is trust Spirit. If things happen in a strange, weird, quirky, not normal way that they usually do, like maybe you never spill anything in your life and all of a sudden you've spilled 3 things in a row type of thing, then you know what? Take that as a sign from the universe that, you know what, you need to just slow down here. Something needs to slow down. And I feel that when you do, it's going to allow what it is that you love, what it is that you connect with, a perfect partnership, whether it be in people, relationships, a new job, whatever it is, there's going to be a perfect partnership there for you, but you're only going to see that if you're willing to look at the Seven of Ghosts and have choices. And there could be a choice in one of these 7 that you may go, well, that's not exactly what it is that, you know, I want out of this, but it just inspired me about something else, right? That's the point to it. Now, how can you take what you're learning here and move forward? We have the Queen of Swords. Well, it's a lot of swords and cups here, isn't it? It's a lot of thought and emotion. And the great thing about thought and emotion, you'll want them to work together. You want your logic and rational thoughts, or sometimes your ego, to work together with your heart and intuition. And I feel like this is kind of your message here. You need to be not just approaching it from a thoughts and ego in a frustrated area. You need to learn when you're making decisions for yourself to just slow it all down. But let's get a card, because that Queen of Swords, like her counterpart, the King, she's clear thinking, she's direct, she's honest. She sets boundaries up for other people and herself. Right? So you may need to just set up a boundary for yourself about when it comes to when I get to a really frustrated, tired, fed up point, I need to realize that I need to take a step back. That's my boundary. When I get to that where I just, I'm on the edge. Whoops, that's right, I'm on the edge of my boundary. Time to just slow it down for a minute, take a look around. Because that's what the Queen of Swords would do, okay? So let's get a card, though, to clarify. And we have the Nine of Imps, which is the polar opposite. Imps are, Nine of Wands. Oh, it brings us back to here. Yes, okay, sorry, I thought it was swords there for a minute. The Nine of Wands, right? If you're all up in your head and worried and frustrated and on edge and all, nervous and anxious and all of those things, you can't be the Queen of Wands making clear, sound decisions, right? Sagittarius, you need to, tone the fire down a little bit and just be like, okay, I need to think logically and clearly and rationally about this. So those are your main messages. What I'm going to do is also pull here from this cute little deck, which I'm very handsy. Very handsy today with the cards. My fingers are all over the place. I'm just like this klutz. It's been all day long. That's okay. We have those days. This is just to end off the reading. This deck is called the Gypsy Witch Oracle or something like that. And you normally set the cards up in a different way, but it's a whole big spread in itself. I just wanted a little additional something to give you, whether it's a prediction, sometimes it's a heads up warning, sometimes it's just further advice or guidance I've been finding. So let's get one here for you, Sagittarius. The Nine of Clubs, which is also known as the Nine of Wands. Again, they really want you out of this energy. Okay, look, I feel like you need to get out in nature will help you when you need to make these decisions, or you need to just decompress. But 9 could be important to you, 26 could be important to you, or 8 could be important to you. And I think 8 might be here, or sorry, 9s and, nines might be important to you because look, 9, 9, right? It feels like they're big messages. But it says, the park foretells a new love, or it can depict a false friend. Okay? So this park card here can depict a new love or a false friend. So what I want to say with the Nine of Wands is, how do you know if it's a new love or a fake friend? How do you discern between the two if you're all up in your head? Clear thinking. That is the message from this card. So, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed this. As I've been asking, hit that thumbs up. If you just enjoyed the reading, if you're loving my Halloween cards, hit that thumbs up. If you appreciate the work that goes into it, if you haven't subscribed, hello new subscribers, and hello to all my regulars. Thank you all for being here now. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's free too. And I will see you either in one of your other signs, or I will see you in your next reading. Hi, Aries. Welcome to your graveyard spread reading. We're talking about what needs to be laid to rest in your life right now. Okay, this is one of my great Halloween spreads. I've been, as you have seen, hopefully, by watching my readings, I've been using my Halloween decks. So let's get right into this. I'm going to pull the 4 cards first. This one is what needs to be laid to rest in your life right now. And it, again, remember, it could be in any area of your life, okay? It's not subject to just one area, because this is, while it's for Aries, it is collective. So there's different Aries watching. Now, how can you be okay maybe with letting this go? What can help you to maybe let this go? The question kind of can, sorry, I just need one, change once we start. Oh, I'll let that one come out. There we go. Once we start reading and the cards, because it could go one way, it could go the other. Are there lessons or a lesson to be learned from this somehow? Let's see, Aries. We'll put that one down. And last but not least, if there is a lesson or something you can take away from this, is it going to help you with your own personal growth in the future? Is it just going to help you in the future in another way? Or is it something that you just might learn, a little bit of knowledge that you can keep in your back pocket, Aries, until you need it? Okay, there we go. We've got all 4 out, so just going to kind of leave these ones here, and we're going straight over to what needs to be laid to rest right now, the 7 of Swords. Look at her, just taking the zombies out one after another here. So, with the 7 of Swords, what I want to say right now, what do you need to lay to rest? Do you feel that somewhere someone is trying to come in and take over? Do you feel someone is trying to come in and steal, take from you, sneakily take from you? It might not even be as obvious as a zombie trying to go up the stairs and her just kicking them down. Like, are you feeling like you are maybe under some sort of, for lack of a better word, attack, where someone is coming in and they have an ulterior motive? And what's happening, I'm going to pull a tarot to clarify this too, but it almost feels like it's kind of putting you in a state of paranoia. Okay, you're kind of running around in a state of paranoia, possibly, or just maybe just not real trustworthy towards people, because you know what that's like. If you're paranoid about one thing, whether you mean for it to or not, it starts carrying over into other areas of your life. And I feel that's why it needs to be laid to rest. Your intuition could be spot on about this person or event or situation, whatever it may be in your life, in any area of your life, okay, where you just know something's off. But here's the thing, I feel like it could be carrying over into different areas. But let's get a clarifier here. Look at that. The Five of Imps, Five of Wands has been popping up everywhere in these readings. It's just that I totally think that whatever you're on to, okay, whatever you feel you're on to, you are absolutely right, because you know that somebody has just been picking and prodding and poking and slapping you here with the stick and you know, just grazing you with the stick, just trying to, I don't know, get a rise out of you, take you off your game, whatever it is, and you're feeling it, okay? Aries, I feel that you're feeling it, because you know what these little petty battles, if this is a person especially, you know where that leads. They're sneaking in. And is it that they're trying to take something physical? Possibly. Or is it just playing with your head, right? Are they just in playing with your head? You know, I feel like this is not a very good energy that is in around you, okay? Or do they create a situation to play with your head? It's, you know, it's that type of thing. They want to get up in your head. So for some of you, it could be something physical. For others, it could be somebody just messing around with your mind a little bit, okay? And putting you on a constant state of paranoia and defense almost. That's what they want you to lay down, because that's just, you know, that's not a good way to live, okay? So they want you to lay that down. Now, easier said than done, okay? Especially if you're dealing with the person that's messing with your head, you know, doing one thing, saying another, saying one thing, doing another, making you think that you're doing and saying things that you're not. We could say narcissist would be a word, one example, or just a really, really mean person, I feel. But anyway, but again, it could be a situation or event, and they might not be a mean person for some of you. They could be a very nice person, but they can still be a narcissist because they're just showing you the nice side, right? Okay, so how can you be okay to lay down what I'm going to call, for all intents and purposes, the paranoia, like the on high alert at all time, okay? I know you can't see me, but I'm like got my hands up and I'm looking around. That's how I feel. Yes, the Queen of Cups. I love it. You do you. I feel okay with this, because this is kind of spirit coming in and saying, you know what? You just do you here. You do the Queen of Wands. Your intuition is on point. You know what's up. They don't know the gig's up yet, but you do. So you just start taking care of yourself and stop giving them or that person or situation, whatever it is, the energy. Your thoughts are helping to create it, and your thoughts are giving them energy. And there's nothing to be worried about. I mean, you know what it is, right? So therefore, there's nothing to be worried about because you know what it is. They're saying, you're the Queen of Wands here. You know what's up. But let me get a card. I feel like that's the message, Aries. You know what's up. You don't need to be in a state of paranoia running around with your weapons. No. You know, okay, this could be relationship, or at least with people, because now we've got that Lovers card coming in. You know what they're after, okay? You know what they're after. And the interesting thing here, just give me a moment. Okay, sorry, I just had to step away there for a second. You know here with the Lovers that normally the Lovers is when I love talking about it in Two of Cups, kind of similar, but you know, I love to say the peanut butter to your jelly, the yin to your yang. You know that's not what this is. You need to be your own yin to your yang. You need to be your own peanut butter to your jelly in this situation, what we're talking about here, okay? This person is more like a Dracula coming in to suck your life right out of you, okay? They're not here on a good, this, oh my heavens, actually, let me look at this. Oh, I thought she was tied up there for a minute, but she's not. It's just ribbon on her nightgown. But look, here's the thing. You know what this is. That's I'm going to leave it there. You know what this is, okay? You know that this person is just trying to mess with your head and suck the breath right out of you, okay? The life right out of you. You know it, or whatever it is they're trying to take or steal. And Spirit's got your back, okay? So there's that. Like, just know that. Call upon God, Source, Universe, whomever it is for you, right? Your spirit guide teams. I just say spirit because it encompasses everything. It's simpler for me, even though I still list them all out every time, you know that, but at least once. The rest of the time I say spirit. But Spirit's got your back. They don't want you to be in this state of defense and on alert. End of story. They know who you're dealing with, and you know who you're dealing with. Now, what lessons can you learn from this? And look, the 10 of Pumpkins, the 10 of Pentacles. It might not feel right now like there's any good in your life. For some of you, again, different situations. But what Spirit wants to say to you here is, but there can be. There can be good in your life. You can have everything that it is that you want, the abundance, you know, the family, whatever it is. Everybody wants different things. Physical things, monetary, you know, different levels of wealth, whatever it is in your life. Maybe you just want a happy, peaceful family or a happy, peaceful existence. That is possible for you here, the 10 of Pentacles. They're bringing this out for a reason. Let me get the clarifier to show you. This can all get better. You need to start taking care of you, and that's when this will come. Look, the 9 of Ghosts. The other happy card. The 9 of Ghosts is the 9 of Cups. That is like you are on your way to full-on 10 of Cups emotional fulfillment. This is like good things happening. You're kind of bringing in everything that you want, and it's making you happy. You need to do that for you and let go of this, because this energy does not bring you the 10 of Pumpkins or the 9 of Ghosts ever. Okay? But being in the Queen of Cups energy can. So I love this message that they're putting out for you here, okay? Now that we know this, how can you use these lessons for growth? Or what can you learn here that you can hang on to for future situations or people, whatever it is? The 6 of Pentacles. What I love about the 6 of Pentacles is, look, the balance. That is balanced, okay? It's also Pentacles, so it could have something to do with money. Maybe this is all about money. For some of you, someone's coming in and trying to mess with your head or take your money. But here's the thing. I said you're going to bring abundance in. It's the 10, like it's happening. It's a good card. And so is the 9 of Ghosts, the 9 of Cups. Another good card. So is the 6 of Pentacles, because it's like you're not only going to have enough of whatever it is for yourself and be balanced about it, you're going to have enough to share with other people. Okay? So let me just get the 7 of Bats here, or the 7 of Bats. Yeah, the 7 of Swords. Isn't that interesting coming out again? You're going to have enough, here it is, that you're going to be balanced. You'll have enough for yourself to take care of yourself, whatever needs you have to have met, and you can help other people, and you're no longer going to have to worry that you're going to have to steal from Peter to pay Paul, that someone's going to come in like a thief in the night and try to grab something quickly and take off. You would even have enough if somebody tried to do that. That's what I want to say, because I don't know. I feel like when it comes right down to it, the things aren't necessarily what's so important to you. I feel like it's more about the happiness and the peace and the tranquility and the kindness and the caring. I feel like that really, Aries, is what's more important to you than the things. So I'm going to leave that as your message, okay? And I'm going to pull from my Gypsy Witch deck, okay? This is a deck that's meant to be used in another way, but just look at the cards. They go with the Halloween theme. I love it. And there's something that could be on this card that's advice, guidance. It could even go along with what we've been talking about, or it could be like a prediction or a heads up. Okay, so let's get one out. The Two of Spades or the Two of Swords. So the number 2 could mean something to you. The number 34 could mean something to you, or the number 7. And look, we have 777 here, Aries, which is interesting as well. That could just mean something to you. And this is the Merkaba, I believe. But what it says is the star ensures success in all enterprises. Okay, the star ensures success in all enterprises. So whatever it is that you let go of back here and you take on and start nurturing and caring and manifesting for yourself, there's going to be success. They told you right here, because there's going to be enough for you and for everybody else. Okay, that is your main message. All right. I will see you in maybe one of the other zodiac signs for your moon or your rising. If not, I will see you soon in one of the other zodiac Taroscope readings or one of my other readings, Aries. Thank you for being here. Hi, Leo. Welcome to your Zodiac Taroscope. Okay, short and sweet messages here. These ones are a little bit longer because I'm doing the graveyard spread, because I'm doing Halloween this month, everything Halloween, or at least to the best of my ability. So let's get right into it. I'm going to pull 4 cards first, Leo. We're going to talk about what needs to be laid to rest in your life right now. Okay. And then we are going to look at what can maybe help you do this or help you navigate it, right? Make you okay. That one just fell down, so perfect. Help you to be okay with laying it to rest, okay? And then are there any lessons or a lesson to learn from this? All right, and last but not least, we are going to say, all right, if there is a lesson or if you do learn something, gain insight, okay, and we'll turn that over and put it there. You know, can you take it with you? Can you just keep it in your back pocket and use it maybe down the road sometime? We'll see as we go through, but let's get right into what needs to be laid to rest in your life right now. We have 4 of Cups. I love these zombie cards. The 4 of Cups. Basically, with the 4 of Cups, I'm just like, usually it's being offered something. It's being offered a 4th cup, okay? And you're like, no, I don't really want it. And this is what I'm thinking. It's like, yeah, you know, the man here, I'm sure he'd love a nice soft leg to put his head on and have a nap, but does he realize it's a zombie that could possibly attack him and eat him here at any moment? He might not be so quick to accept that cup. So what I want to say to you is, and I'm going to clarify with more tarot here, but I feel like what you need to lay to rest is not wanting to accept help from other people, okay? Not wanting to accept help from other people. Oh, and I have to say, there could be 1 or 2 of you that maybe you accept too much help from other people. Let me pull the tarot on it, because I'm kind of, yeah. Okay, there we go. 6 of Pumpkins. The 6 of Pumpkins is the 6 of Pentacles. I know that you may feel this card here is for both too. I know that you feel for the people that maybe accept too much help. This is Spirit's message saying you need to lay it to rest. You can do it on your own. The Six of Pentacles is being self-sufficient here in the sense that you earn, you whatever, you're capable of doing things for yourself. And actually not just for yourself, but for other people. So maybe for some of you, you have to be less reliant on others. And there's nothing bad about that. It could just be what we can call a bad habit that you got into, right? So for some of you, it's going to be that. For others, it is you need to accept help from others. Because look, here's the switch on the card, helping other people. So I feel like this could go either way really, all right? Not all of them do, but I really am getting it with this because I said, he just wants a nice leg to lay on, so he's going to accept the leg. But would he if he knew it was a zombie? No, then don't accept it, right? So I feel for you, you guys, you Leos watching this, that it could be either one of those scenarios for you, all right? Where you either need to come to terms with the fact that you can do this on your own and actually you could be helping other people, or that you need to accept help from other people, little treats, okay? And this could be in a big area of your life, or it could just be little treats in your life, all right? Maybe you have a next door neighbor that says, you know what, I don't mind cutting, you don't have a lot of front grass. When I'm cutting my front grass, I'll cut yours too. You know what, I'm not going to do your backyard because you've got your mower in the back, but because I am out here in the front, I will always just do both of ours, right? You know what, all you need to do is maybe buy some grass seed, right? That kind of thing. You know what I mean? Now, how can you be okay to either stop accepting help or accepting help? The Hierophant. Oh my heavens, you guys. I love the way this card is coming out, Leo. The Hierophant card, I always love to say, is dual. I always think of it with duality, where you are the teacher and you're the student. That's how you're going to be okay with letting this go, realizing that sometimes you need to be the student and accept help. Okay? There's something for you to learn. Or you have learned something and now you no longer need to accept help because you can go out and teach others and help others. Love it. That was so straightforward. I just, when Spirit gives me, I always say the good cards just come. They come out and they're straightforward, and they laugh at me too because, they're like, not always, sometimes they make me work for it. And I'm totally okay with that too, but it is funny when it comes out. It's like, oh, thank you. That was just so straightforward. Look, the Three of Imps. That is realizing here with the Hierophant that either way, whichever way this is going for you, you know what needs to be done. You know what needs to be done. You're going to make the plan and then you're going to go out and you're going to go after it. Here with this Three of Imps. You're going to be like, okay, I know what I need if I'm in like doer, teacher role, or if I'm in receiver, student role. I know what that means for this area and whatever area it is for you. Now I need to go out in the world type of thing and let it happen. Make it happen, right? There's no messing around here. This is all about learning and expanding your knowledge, okay? So that's how you will be okay with letting go in this area over here, or these areas over here. Now, what lessons could you, should you, may you learn from this? We have the Nine of Pumpkins, or the Nine of Pentacles. I love it. Either way, this is for both scenarios that I talked about. This is you doing it on your own. That Nine of Pentacles, I always think of as someone who's put the hard work in, who's, taken to task, who's, not been afraid of being responsible and putting in the grind here. Okay, I've been talking a lot about putting in the grind this set of readings, but you're not afraid to. And when you do it, you're successful. And this is Spirit saying, if you do it, you can and will be successful. You can be successful, but you've got to put the work in. But only you can do this. You can accept help. You can be the teacher, you can be the student, however, whatever the scenario is, you can go out and start making it happen. That's putting the work in. But things just don't necessarily fall in our laps unless we put some work in somewhere. Sometimes it's a little reward or a little treat from Spirit, because somewhere along the way on our path, and we might not even be aware of it, we did put work in and we were successful. Look, now we've got the Queen of Pentacles coming out, okay? Like, you've gone from the Nine of Pentacles, like where you've succeeded yourself on your own, right straight up to the Queen. And that Queen who is helpful. That's what I want to say about this Queen of Pentacles. She's also very grounded, and she's a hard worker, and, she likes to be able to provide, okay? But at the same time, she's helpful. And I feel like back here, what we were talking about, it's either accepting the help or giving the help, right? So, or doing it on your own. But loving this for you, like this is going so smooth, all right? So there's a lesson that you can learn. So how can you now take this and move forward with it? Do you just have it as a little feather in your cap? You save it for a rainy day? Or is this going to help you, what you're laying to rest back here, does it start to help you actually manifest and succeed? And maybe you start seeing some abundance in different ways coming in because of this, right? Maybe it's just you feeling like, oh, all these years I wasn't doing that myself, and what a sense of accomplishment I now feel. And you feel 20 years younger or 10 years younger or whatever it is. And you're like, why didn't I? It's always one of those, why didn't I do it sooner? Okay. So here we are with the Ace of Swords. I think it's just a lesson for you, almost, what I want to say here, Leo. It's like a lesson in clarity. It's a lesson in truth, speaking your truth, living your truth, okay? But I also feel like it is like an aha moment, a breakthrough moment for you, where you are getting this new start and you're like, geez, again, why didn't I think of this sooner? Why didn't I do this sooner? I could have had this success sooner in my life, or this abundance sooner in my life. When we get thinking clearly here with the swords, look, all kinds of things can happen. In this case, it's a whole new beginning for you. And look if the Nine of Pumpkins doesn't come out again. And look at her standing there, okay, with her wise owl. It's like doubling down in the message. This is, do you want to be self-sufficient and because you're self-focused and you take action for what is good for you, to be prosperous for yourself? Doesn't mean you're not helping people or learning along the way. But that's the lesson for you to take. Getting clear with the wise owl, the wisdom. Look at the difference it can make in your life. That is what I feel this message is. But you've got to lay down whether it is you're not receiving help from others, or if you are and you need to let it go because it's holding you back in some way. Once you either become the teacher or the student or both, that's when you start, even in the progression of the cards here, everything starts to get better. All of a sudden you're like, whoa, this is possible. Boom, boom, boom. And here you are. Love this message for you, Leo. Love it. Okay, now, This is my Gypsy Witch deck, and it's meant to be used in a different way, but just look how cute. I've been saying this for all the piles. The cards are, please. I had to use it for Halloween. What I've been finding, it could be advice or guidance. It could be a prediction or even a heads up about something. Okay, and and we'll take that one because it just kind of come off. And for some, it's been, I don't know if I said it, advice or guidance. So we have the Jack of Spades, which would be the Knight of Swords. And it says, number 52 could be important to you, or number 7 could be important to you, Leo, okay? But it says the shepherd, because that's what's in the picture here, the shepherd indicates an intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. So the shepherd indicates an intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. Well, I would think so. I mean, look, if you're successful and gaining success and having a brand new start and learning new things, you would have an intense, strong love of life. So, love this for you. If you enjoyed this, if you enjoy my Halloween decks, hit that thumbs up, that like button. I would appreciate it. It helps my channel. To my new subscribers, hello and welcome. To my regular subscribers, I always want to say my old subscribers, but no, my regular subscribers, thank you for being here. And for those of you that come and watch but haven't subscribed, it's free. Hit that subscribe button too. You can even hit a notification bell for when my readings come out if you want to take it that far, all right? But I may see you for your moon or rising sign. If not, I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much, Leo.